250th lesson of
All right.
Crow Teaches New.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
And today I am joined by Eric.
What's up, dudes?
Jared, he's not at the computer at the moment. He'll pop back in.
Hi, Jared.
Alex.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Pika Shade.
Hi.
And you can't see them, but we also have Doxy and Steph.
Hello.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
And today we're going over a follow-up to my 250th lesson with Ultimate of Comics Avengers. Basically, Mark Millar's return to the Ultimate Universe after they decided to give the grieving father Jeff Loeb the Ultimate Universe when he was clearly having a mental breakdown. I mean, the stuff he did after he went to Marvel was Wolverine Evolution, where he killed off Sabretooth and then revealed, or at least tried to imply that Wolverine wasn't an evolved Wolverine, but sorry, Tavia. Yeah, you've been on a bunch of the other ones, dude. All right, so yeah.
Sorry,
But anyway, you have that. You have Ultimate 3 and Ultimatum.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, right, give it out, Ben. And yeah, Steph and Doxy were here for those ones.
Yes, those were good. I'm actually really excited to see these.
Good. You mean those were horrible books?
They were a good session for us. I mean, I don't mean the books were good.
Everything's been good. Even
It's
if
been
it's
good.
crap,
Exactly. Like
it's been
even
good.
if the comic is
That's true.
trash,
That's
we'll have
true.
a good time.
Weirdly relaxed all the time, every time you speak.
Yeah.
As long as you're with
And
friends, you
we
can
also-
laugh together.
Yep. But yeah, so basically, this is Mark Millar's return, where he does 4 different miniseries of Ultimate Avengers. You have 1, 2, and 3, and then finally Avengers versus New Ultimates. Jeff Loeb was handling New Ultimates on the other side. But yeah, we have artwork by 2 late artists here.
Ah.
First one was Jared's back. Hey,
Jared.
Jared.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh.
As I was just going on about the crap fest that was Ultimate 3 and Ultimatum.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So yeah, like I said, here we have 2 late artists. Carlos Pacheco on this one, Steve Dillon on the 3rd miniseries, and then we have Lionel Francis Yu doing the 2nd and 3rd miniseries.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Switches.
how does Mark Millar start off in his big return? With Nick Fury asking the big glaring question, as soon as it loads.
The big
Did you play
question:
the-
why is nothing happening?
I know, the big
I
question.
hate when
It
this
opens
happens.
up
I hate when
with
this
just
happens.
a black screen.
It's like, oh, wait. This reminds me of
There we go.
So
reminds
you want me
me
to come
of
There
back?
you
minutes
go.
of-
Blank screen.
10 minutes
No,
of
no.
talk on
What?
Martha's Modern Life and Wacky Deli. Super genius.
Exactly.
All right, but yeah. Okay, wait. What the? I disappear for 10 minutes and the whole place goes to hell. I think that was Mark's own words.
Most likely.
Never would have been.
At least it depends. It looks like it's been built.
Yep. You know what that thing cost, Hawkeye? And what Norman and Foster charged for design work alone? Flood defenses kicked in the second she was hit, Nick. According to S.H.I.E.L.D, the Triskelions almost 75% operational. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys were all cozy again since S.H.I.E.L.D got castrated by our nice new president. Well, tell Carol Danvers this is where openness and accountability get you. Superpowered lunatics thinking you're a soft target. I told them we should have put a bullet in Magneto's head when we had the chance. Look, I'm sorry you lost your job, man. Really, I am. But you did what you did, and you got to accept it. You just can't play on the front lines anymore. I take it this meeting has a purpose. Now, I should point out, this is because during Ultimate Power, which was a 9-issue miniseries written by Bendis, Loeb, and Straczynski, which basically had the Ultimate heroes meeting the
Squadron Supreme.
the Supreme Power universe. And during that, Fury was working alongside Dr. Doom.
Doom.
Okay.
And so basically that's what got him kicked out, and he was banished to the Supreme Power Universe until the events of Ultimatum, where they needed him back because he was the one who knew the big secret about mutants. Turns out mutants were man-made.
Of course.
So you're telling me he fought the Justice League? Wow, that is unbelievable.
Well, pretty much.
And
The Wonder Woman XP Zarda. Yep, the Wonder Woman XP came along with them.
Boy.
Okay.
I hated the ultimate power Zarda. I'm like, oh god, this is horrible.
She ran to bang the Hulk though at one point.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, ah.
Oh, Tavia, I know, Tavia. But you know the funny part is, it's an annual story that Jeff Loeb did, which is called No Shirt, No Shoes, No Service. And basically, Hulk's trying to get into a restaurant. He even has money on him. Don't know where he kept it. But he's butt naked, and you have this owner who's either really stupid or has balls of steel telling him, "No, we can't do it. We can't. No, you're naked. We can't serve you." And to which Zarda fights him, takes him down, takes him to this big and tall spike place that apparently has pants his size, which is like XXXXXXXL. It's like, who else in the Marvel Universe needs that size besides the Blob?
No, they can make a lot of money off of that. Those extra Hulk size pants.
Someone who
Plus,
probably
here's the
lived
thing.
anonymously because of those physical limitations.
Well,
Yeah,
Robert.
Tavia, Jeff Loeb was trying to do a comedic story for the annual. That's the only reason you need to know.
Well,
about
Robert,
it.
I think we're all forgetting about the fact that, remember in the Ang Lee Hulk movie, as he got stronger, he actually got larger. So he's probably planning ahead.
Yep.
That was my favorite part. Every time he'd get hit with the machine gun
but-
shots, he
Yeah,
would
he gets,
actually
like,
get
really-
bigger and
Here's the
actually
thing,
get
though.
madder.
This wasn't just meant for Hulk, though. This was a general big and tall store for everyone.
I mean,
That's my question.
Like, why would you
not
turn
for
him
me.
down?
Why would you have
Extra small,
you'd have
big
to
and
have
tall.
someone
Be prepared.
But basically, yeah, he's being offered, and Fury's being offered to form up or take charge of the Black Ops team, which will be known as the Avengers, because apparently Captain America's found out about the Red Skull.
Awesome.
And we find out one day earlier.
Oh, I remember hearing some things about the Ultimate with the
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
it just me? Got Hawkeye looking like
What?
Shinobi over there?
He does.
Go back to
A little.
that. Like, he literally looks like a straight up Shinobi.
Hold on, I'm going to refresh because I keep on seeing those words at the bottom. Hold on. Hate when that happens, where it has just that bar of words at the bottom. It's like, I don't need that.
Shinobi from Sega, you mean?
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But anyway, so yeah, we see this great action sequence. Again, Charles Pacheco, great artist. I mean, Jared, you and I went over him with the Kurt Busiek Camelot Falls
Oh,
story.
okay, cool.
Good call.
But
Good
yeah,
call.
I
uh,
want that. I want the poster of that motorcycle. In my
That is
I
bad.
want that motor.
That is
That's
awesome.
like.
I want that
Ladies
motorcycle.
and gentlemen, Captain America.
Yep.
Poster.
Drive the motorcycle
Like-
through a glass with a glass building.
Kawasaki
It
esque.
looks like a Jigsaw.
Yeah,
Like,
it
this
looks.
is
Yeah.
just souped up.
Yeah, Tavia, don't spoil. Do not spoil, please. Do not
No
spoil until we
spoilers
get
here,
there.
man.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling it. No way.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
are
he's basically
actual
dealing with
noobs
AIM.
here.
Too long in this class.
Right, though.
Yep.
Line the right
Anyway, so we got Ultimate Carol Danvers is in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. And Tony is, well, he's being drunk, but you can also tell his mind's just not in it.
Drunk too, really?
Oh,
Okay.
come on. Oh, there we go.
That's a good way.
But yeah,
to
I mean, look at this. He's playing chess with these strippers, and even then, he just doesn't care.
Oh, boy.
He's so uninterested.
Yeah.
He's too cool for
Yeah.
He's Batman.
Right? He's too
I actually seen-
Not even
I
bad.
actually seen Robert Downey Jr. doing this, by the way. Doing that.
But yeah. So yeah, he's heading over to deal with some more of the AIM soldiers. Who would and use New York gets flooded and half the planet almost goes under. Who would use that as a chance to pull a robbery? Okay, on ruthless opportunist.
Yeah, opportunists.
I
was about to
don't
say
like that Red
opportunists.
Skull. I just do not.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't either. That's what
Every
I was
other
thinking.
It's horrible.
Yep. But every other day of the year, the Baxter building is locked up tighter than Fort Knox. When else would we have gotten in there? I'm told this was going to be Mr. Fantastic's masterpiece. Ames certainly seems excited. What the hell's going on over there? I believe your guy just met our guy, Agent Barton. I expect you're wondering who I am. How this man you've never met before just took you apart. Well, come a little closer and I'll tell you, Captain. Isn't that interesting? And now go play with the sidewalk. It's got parts to I've got parts to deliver. So he heads on down there. Hawkeye catches him, saves him, and like, boom. Hey, Tris, I sent you an invite link if you want to join.
What's up, Tris? How you doing? Did you already talk about the fantastic forecasting, Rob?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think I'm all right with it.
Tris and I talked about
I'm like
it.
50-50.
Yeah.
I feel like a couple of them will be good, and the other couple might be.
I hate Pedro as Reed. That is just.
My opinion
but I
is
think
stop
he'll be
making
good.
movies. Please just do a dang
I
TV
think
show.
that once Deadpool comes out, shit.
Is
will be
Vanessa
a lot
Kirby
better.
related to Jack Kirby?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think, like, Deadpool will definitely fix a lot of the issues, and hopefully they kind of go more off of that. Hopefully, we'll see. But who knows? I think Pedro is a bad call, but I think he'll do a good job.
We'll see how it goes.
But anyway, so he catches him, and we find out he said he's my son.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's what I remember. That's what I said. I remembered.
Luke,
The Red Skull
I
movie.
am your father.
That's not
Like,
wait,
in
wait,
this case, it's more like Vader. You are my father.
wait, that's
Oh,
not true.
right.
That's impossible. Search your
feelings. You know it to be true.
No.
Or in the Simpsons, there is also, well, Mr. Burns, I am your son.
Yep. Right. But as I was saying, though, so we then cut to 1945. This is after he's had the super soldier serum, but obviously before he's frozen in the ice. So there was a point where he came back and met up with I don't think her name was, it was Peggy here. It was
Peggy created at this point.
Like, hey, baby.
Yeah, right.
Redheads.
Yeah,
Super sexy time.
But yeah. And I just love this how she then starts taking them all off and everything, and it's still Peggy or Gail. It's Gail.
Ew.
But anyway, it's like, you sure this is a good idea, Gail? What about your old man? Dad won't be back for hours. Besides, he knows you're only home on leave for one night. He isn't stupid. He knows it's been 3 years.
Yeah. On the back.
So, and then we find out 4 months later, after he's been, so within the few months after he left, it's when it happened. And now she's found out she's pregnant, and she decides to give the kid up for adoption because the kid was conceived after he was enhanced.
Okay.
So of course they're putting all this pressure on her. Even say, be a smart girl. We all have to be rational about this. Tony's been different since the Wolverine thing. Because the reason why Tony's like this is because, as Steph and Docs know, he was one of the ones who killed off Wolverine thanks to Magneto. Magneto basically forced Cyclops and Tony to blast Wolverine. And then Magneto finished him off by forcing exploding the adamantium from his
Couldn't
bones.
Cyclops just close his eyes?
No, he forced open the
Right.
visors.
No, but isn't it like it's only coming out because Cyclops has his eyes closed?
Yeah, but
True,
also, like,
but I'm pretty
Magneto
sure.
can
But I'm
control
pretty
them.
sure though it happened so suddenly. It happened so suddenly before you could even do it.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think he had a chance
that's
to
just
react.
BS. I gotta be honest with you. That's just BS.
Well, I mean, kind of like
Yep.
the amount of metal in your blood thing, the
Not all the
iron in
gold
your
stars,
blood.
probably most.
Yeah.
Like maybe
But
he
you
was
know.
moving his eyes too.
Yeah.
That makes
It was
just as
low
much
because he
sense.
thought it was cool.
That makes just as much sense as blood bending in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hey, I was just saying,
I will say this
Stupidest thing
a
though.
in
lot of
Hey,
iron
Jared,
and zinc
Jared-
in your body.
Hey, Jared, I will tell you this. I think Loeb doing stuff because it's cool. He's more guilty of this than even Zack Snyder.
Oh yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
Jared, it's
I
not,
will
it's
acknowledge
not
that.
a blood bending thing.
And not
It's
the
being able to
no.
blood bend when it's
Right.
not full moon.
and not the
Yeah.
there's Quentin Tarantino let's do it because it's cool, and then there's Zack Snyder do it because it's cool.
Well, but anyway, so yeah, he's trying to understand about all this. Like, this is just ringing in his head, and they realize they're taking Cap away so they can keep him away, understand, because he wants to go and find the Red Skull. So he fights them all off and gets out of there.
No. The man's emotionally
It says like,
compromised.
because even says like, that Red Skull guy was messing with you. He's basically trying to tell him, it's not true. He ain't your son.
Yeah.
Nope, he knows it is his son.
Son.
Like, oh, mother of God. Oh, stop whining.
Big
This is
baby.
some Oedipus BS right here. Jeez.
He's like, don't you
Yeah,
have
but you're
powers?
all
You'll
perfectly
survive.
safe at this altitude.
You're not gonna die from this plane crash.
Wait a minute. If this whole son-father thing doesn't end like Zurg and Buzz in Toy Story 2, I'm gonna be mad. That's my I'm gonna go help with my dad.
But remember, Zurg is actually Buzz from the
From the
future.
future.
Oh, don't get started on that.
I had
Hey,
to
by the
throw
way-
that in there.
Is that in the recent
Hey.
movie?
See that?
Oh,
What?
was that in the recent movie, or did I miss something?
Yeah.
What?
See
What?
that
Right,
up
You what?
there?
Yeah, the Zurg thing. Because I don't remember that.
Oh, yep, I see
I
it.
don't remember that in the old cartoon.
No,
No,
hey,
it's
see
in
what
the,
I'm
it's in
pointing
the
at?
movie.
Everyone
Hold on,
else,
let me
you
give
see
you-
what
let
I'm
me
pointing
give-
at right there.
Yes.
Oh,
but-
Buzz!
Nice.
Hey.
That one.
It's
I
blind.
had it since second grade.
Nice.
Ah,
That's awesome.
nice.
I have
Does
one
it
of those
have the
buzzes
fold-out
too.
wings?
I had one when I was a kid.
I had one too.
Right.
To
Does it have the
infinity
wings
and
on it?
beyond.
I broke mine off.
But anyway, as we were saying, it's like they're trying to figure out what to do, and basically Carol realized she has no choice but to ask Nick to take part with the Black Ops to get Cap, because they got to keep it under wraps. So we're seeing Gale and Bucky. Remember, Bucky and Bucky never became Winter Soldier. This was long before that. He just became an old man. So yeah, they're gathering them up because she has a good idea what's going on.
Ooh.
Like, how can I put this? What happened to Gail Richards wasn't exactly the finest moment in our country's history. But you have to remember, those were very different times. And Captain America had just sacrificed his life to win the war, and the idea that he had an illegitimate kid, well, it's no excuse for making a woman give away her baby. But I'm trying to put this into context. The only thing I don't get is why she never went public. She was supposed to be some kind of spunky girl reporter, right? Who knows? Maybe she was scared. Maybe she wanted to protect Cap's memory. Hell, maybe people just knew how to keep a secret back in those days. I like
think
that.
that's
I
what
do
it
like
is.
that.
People knew how to keep their mouths closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically we find out, but they lied to her about the kid's new home. He wasn't being given to some to no all-American family. Steve Rogers was their one big success. As far as the program was concerned, that baby was their second chance. By all counts, the boy grew up to be real Stewart and sweetheart too. Be a real sweetheart too. Friendly, outgoing, tactical genius with a passion for learning. Of course, his real aptitude was for sports. And after a while, they stopped racing him against athletes and started pitting him up against machines. But even this wasn't enough. By the time he was 14, he'd already outclassed his dad in almost every possible way. He was happy, too, monitored by psychologists 24/7. Never once in all those years even talked about escape. Little did we realize this was all part of the plan. That tactical genius I was telling you about. You see, he didn't want to try till he was absolutely sure. And by 17, he figured he was big enough. Ah!
Those shorts, though.
Oh, shorts.
Those shorts.
Oh, shoot.
Look at
Those shorts.
them.
Ooh.
247 people died at that
Yeesh.
compound. The more we sent, the more we killed. Night, gutted,
Sweetheart.
strangled.
Yeah,
butchered.
what
They
a
did
sweetheart.
something like this. They did something like this in the Halo comics when, like, after the chief has been augmented, a bunch of other soldiers don't know who he is, but they want to like screw with him, so they get into a boxing ring with him, and
Mhm.
they get
A
like
pile of bodies.
murdered, like
Just a
really,
pile of
really
Oh, no,
bodies.
bad.
it's not so much that he went insane, Tava. No. It's more of a case where he just wanted to get out. So he just kept himself content. He knew what to do. So he said. But what came next is what really stays with me. How he got that face is what sticks in my head. He did it himself with a kitchen knife and a steady right hand. A brand new face to replace the one his father had given him.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, that is
Just
disgusting.
cuts off his own face.
Yep. The Red Skull's been out there
Daddy's
ever
little boy.
since. A freelancer. I know.
You are
Yeah,
I know.
you
See
your
my
father's
meat suit.
child.
Now going on, showing up everywhere, from Vietnam to the first Gulf War, and always under the radar. So nobody's seen him in close to 10 years. But I guess even hired killers got bills to pay. So you took Captain America's son and turned him into a monster. Well done, Nick. Another classic from old school S.H.I.E.L.D. So how do we clean up this mess? Easy. You reopen Project Avengers and let me reassemble one of my old death squads. I know we don't have Quicksilver and Natasha Romanoff anymore, but I figured I could close this down before anything goes public. I'll give you Hawkeye. The rest of my ultimates stay 1,000,000 miles from your Black Ops crap. Fine by me. Hawkeye's the only cool one anyway.
That glass debatable.
It's that look.
Yep.
I'm telling
Besides-
you, he's a ninja now.
Yep. But yeah, basically though, yeah,
Everyone
they're going to
likes the
be
ninja.
yeah, like we have to assume Cap knows everything. My God, freeze! Step away from the screen, or I'll drop you. We'll drop you where you stand. Don't make this harder than it. So on the count of three, three.
Didn't realize who they
I
were
almost thought
confronting.
that was like in Aladdin King of Thieves. Do not attempt to move, or we'll be shooting ourselves.
Yeah. But then here we're introduced to Gregory Stark, Tony's older brother.
Brother.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's this miniseries, well, particularly the final miniseries that revealed the Orson Scott Card backstory for Tony. It was all BS. It wasn't real. It was actually just a TV show within the universe. That was their way of retconning.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Y'all love a good retcon.
It's like we just need to write this crap out. Somebody lost their
somehow.
mind. We just
Right.
need to fix it.
So what do you guys think of this so far? I mean, with this
Crazy.
his backstory? It's like, yeah, crazy, definitely.
Wow.
Very crazy.
Very crazy.
The minute the origin for Red Skull is he cut off his own face and somehow didn't get an infection. I'm like, that's the most comic book. That's on the level of Superboy Prime punching reality and
It's right up there with Joker having his face cut off.
Or that.
Hey, wait, since you said that, well, I know how I got these scars.
Scars, yeah.
Nope, I know how you got
Yeah,
these.
I live in this comic book universe.
No,
I
I
don't
got
worry
this
about getting
face.
infections or anything.
Let me ask you something. You ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight?
But yeah, anyway, we open up. We're then introduced to War Machine.
I'm a war machine.
I do like.
But yeah,
the
we get
artwork
Rhodey
so far,
here.
though.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's Pacheco. He was incredible. He was right up there with Perez.
Nice.
But yeah, so they're meeting up with Gregory Stark, like I said, who is
Sharp-dressed man.
an interest.
Sharp-dressed man. Look at that white suit.
Right?
Yep.
On the man
But yeah,
in a white
basically-
suit.
Yep. But yeah,
Or
basically then
strawberry
he's
one.
Yep. Yeah, basically he's better than Tony in every way, but yet Tony gets all the recognition.
Of course, because Tony's the smart guy.
Sibling
Dave,
rivalry.
that's
Yeah, but he's
all
also a drunk.
He makes things very.
It's basically this whole idea of being one up by the little brother.
Of course.
He's drunk. He's always drunk.
Exactly.
Yep. Now we're also introduced to one of the survivors from Ultimates 2, the Liberation. Turns out the Queen Bee that we saw, the one who supposedly got stomped by Wasp, actually she survived.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, and that's her alive. As she's sending a bunch. Yeah, she's actually flying around because she's filling in for the Wasp.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Red Wasp. And basically, she's dead. Basically, if Wasp was deadlier.
That art is sick, though.
So
Mhm.
she's the
I
Winter
love
Wasp.
The winter wasp.
But to play off also how crazy she was, she takes They say she takes Prozac.
I take it once.
Because she's a wasp.
So
How did she survive? My guess is she probably got more hit by that ridge on a shoe or a boot right between when it goes upward to the heel. Then I think that's what we're supposed to imply. They never say it, but I think it's meant to be implied that it's kind of like how that guy survived in the '97 Godzilla movie. He was right in the curve of the foot.
As somebody who took Prozac, I can say this. It just made me tired and made me break out in acne.
Right.
It's kind of funny, Robert.
Live stream is not sponsored by Prozac.
Robert, the more you tell me about this story, the more this being written by Mark Millar makes even more sense.
Yeah, well, you think that's crazy? Look,
Oh,
he's trying.
Hulk has a brain.
No, this is not. This is not actually Bruce. This is a clone of Bruce, but they're making sure he actually has Bruce's brain in him.
Yeah.
So we're going to be calling them the nerd.
Oh,
Hulk.
so it's kind of like when Red Skull put Professor X's brain on top of his brain.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, they did that.
Wait, what story is that?
Okay, that was after
That was,
Avengers versus
that was
X-Men. After Cyclops
that was the second mini.
kills Professor
Wait.
X.
Everybody's talking at once. One in his own, please.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll explain. It was the second AVX crossover, but eventually it led into an inversion. This is where we had Superior Iron Man, where Tony became an asshole. Basically, good guys became bad guys, and bad guys became good guys. You actually had a heroic, yet still insane Carnage.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And then we have this. We have this Spider-Man here, he's a nasty piece of work. He is a complete and utter, even said, don't engage with it. It can drive a man to suicide in 3 or 4 exchanges. One of the technicians slit his throat only last week.
That's
sensitive
one of them.
soul.
There was an Ultimate Clone Saga 2.
Energy vampire.
Yeah. I love it. Who the hell
So
is
you're
that?
telling me...
Looks like Doc Ock.
Wait, so you're telling me that Spider-Man understands Morbin time?
More
What?
It's a fucking good one.
But yeah, and we're also introduced to a different Black Widow, who's actually one of Fury's exes.
Oh God!
Goodness.
Yeah, this is a Mark Millar book for sure.
Yep.
Yep. But hey, I'll say it's still better than what Jeff Loeb gave us.
Oh,
Come on, that's the one where he confirmed the incest between Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver,
Scarlet Test any day.
and have Wasp act like it was an okay thing. No, Tavia, that's not Peter. That's another clone. But yeah, we see then Cap getting in on the action as he's trying to get away from them. Which, of course, sleep tight, Cap. You think I'm playing here? He actually sent them back at him.
Because that's how that works.
But yeah, and then there's War Machine.
Oh, damn. Looks like
That's
a
actually a
Machine. That's
badass War
crazy.
Machine suit.
For real, like the whole
What's
machine.
going on there?
Oh, yeah.
You're all talking over each other. You're all talking over
I
each
want
other.
this in the MCU.
Right,
Yes.
though.
But look at prepare to meet Bob Hope, Grandpa.
FIM.
Now see what I mean? Now you guys see what I mean? No, I'm just breathing through this because it's mostly action.
It's crazy though. That's like something out in the 90s of all those guns. It's so sick.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what Eric?
You
What
said
Eric?
Bob Hope, I got to do the impression. Yeah, I just roll in from New York, by the way, the MCU was tired, but I want to tell you. Hey, let's get a hand for Brooke Shields. Where's Ben Crosby? We're on the road to Morocco right now.
Wait, would you quit this crap before somebody gets killed? Whoa, not exactly the kind of language you expect from America's greatest hero, Cap. Pinky and perky, disengaged. I guess the pressure must be getting to you, huh? I'm gonna bust your face with this. So yeah, now they've decided to, they keep on continuing on, but it shows that Cap is just that good.
Yeah, damn good.
Surviving against this badass War Machine.
Basically fighting the Hulk with guns by himself and taking him out. Let's do it.
So, but look, then Steve decides to actually pull a more villainous type of maneuver and be in a place that's a kindergarten, knowing that he won't do anything. But he even says, I know civilians have never been a problem for you Black Op boys, but little kids in the world capital with million witnesses, crap. Exactly.
Just call it Hellboy. Crap.
But yeah, and War Machine has gone offline, sir. So yeah, he just took him out now, and now leaves the Black Widow fighting him. He was okay, Cap, you know the drill. Give it up or we bash your brains in. We can't have you out there jeopardizing the Red Skull mission. And talk to the hand, lady. Oh, he took one of Rhodey's guns.
Oh my God.
Dude.
And now we got Nerdy. We got Nerd Hulk.
Wait, it just makes sense. Is this Mark Ruffalo's Hulk that we have right now?
No, it looks like Edward Norton.
Wait till you see what happens next. Stay where you are. Seriously, sir. I don't want to hurt you. But unless you surrender, I'm going to have to do something awful. Not once you want to understand. Wait a minute. Are you a combination of Banner's brain into Hulk's body? Yeah, but I don't see what that's got to do with. Oh! You took away his edge, you idiot!
Exactly.
man.
He looks
Now
like
he
he's
doesn't
dressed
want to
like
Right
get
in the
hurt.
ball! Second time he's done that. Remember, he did that all the way back in their first
Yep. I
toss-up.
remember.
God.
Right in the hole.
But yeah, look, but notice he said, again, he's like, you took away his edge,
Right
you
in the
idiot.
gamma reactors.
Uh-oh, and now we got Queen Bee, or Red Wasp dealing with him. But of course, jumps into the river. But yeah, now they're trying to. They eventually, he's passed out. Living legend neutralized, I believe. So yeah, they got him all, and they realized what he took. Red Skull took Cosmic Cube.
Of course.
Yep, which does tie into what they brought it into. They introduced it during Ultimate Fantastic Four. But yeah, all this to bend reality. So of course, what their plan is to go shoot the bastard.
Yeah, that sounds about
Oh,
right.
but we
there.
also find yeah, they say like Jim Rose said you and Miss Chang, that's the new Black Widow, were married for 6 months. That true? 6 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days. Vietnam was less traumatic.
What they say about marriage?
That's crazy.
Roasted.
For real.
Right. But yeah, so Red Skull is double crossing the people who hired him. My contact promised me something special if I came out of retirement. So basically, the deal, like, he wants the cube.
Of course he
Of
does.
course he does.
Octavia, basically, they recreated. So basically, like, yeah, whoever truly hired him knows, yeah, the chance to rewrite reality, of course he's interested.
Of course. Who wouldn't be, honestly? Come on,
Yeah.
man. If you
Yeah,
couldn't
what
change
would you wanna
reality-
Exactly. And the funny thing is, Millar, he's tapping into something that's already been done in other stories.
Of course, but that way he
In
can
own
use
way
it and
or-
try to change it in his own way, or just be cheesy and use it the way everybody else does.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see another way to do it, but yeah, anyway, so yeah. Oh, now we find out what happened was Queen Bee, Red Wasp. Turns out, is that like, 2 things really stick in my head from when the Red Skull was active. The first was the murder of Nikolai Laskov. Laskov was an activist in his native Georgia, and the Skull was working for one of his enemies. Of course, he didn't just kill that guy. That would have been too easy. Cap's boy liked to show a little flair, so he worked out something way more dramatic. Essentially, the guy's hot scientist wife had to choose between the life of her baby boy and killing her husband with a pair of old
Oh my
scissors.
God.
Wow,
It took an hour.
That's one way
And
to
it took,
do
well, it took an hour to lob screaming, but she finally put him out of his misery. Unfortunately, the Skull was hardly a man of his
Children
word.
are not safe at this comments. Right.
He threw the baby out and then had his men rape
That's
her.
insane.
And it turns out that's Red Wasp. That's Red Wasp.
That's crazy.
For kids.
For kids.
No, this isn't meant for kids, dude.
Oh, haven't you heard? Comics are only for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Can't have
Bring your
comic or
family
anime
along.
for
I'm just
adults.
kidding around.
Oh yeah. Oh, but
Just
yeah, we
kidding.
find out what did Rhodey and what not Rhodey? What did Red Skull do the moment he broke out to show that he was stepping away? He's the one who killed Kennedy.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, so Lee Harvey Oswald didn't do it?
Right.
Jeez,
We were wrong the whole time, you fool.
That's one way to
That's
switch
not-
up a story on him.
that's not bad taste.
Yep,
If
yeah,
he cares, he's a cheeseburger.
Right. Yeah, he's doing Family Guy. But anyway, so yeah, Hulk, of course, because it's Banner, he's feeling more nauseous and everything. Yeah, they're making their way up there to go lead into a fight, but Cap's already gotten there. Oh no, not Cap. Red Skull's already basically Red Skull is Tavia, I just said he did. Tavia. But yeah, basically Red Skull is betraying everyone. And look, he killed them all.
Of course.
And you're seeing bones from some rib cages sticking out some of them.
Ihan vaan vittuillakseen.
But yeah, so he's utilizing the cube already.
That is crazy.
They always I love this. Like, and the thing that's the thing about these hardworking overachievers. They always finish early. So yeah, he's ready to undo it all. He's like, "Hello, Petra. Nice to see you. Looking well." But then Rhodey tackles them and leads into them fighting it all out. Like, out of the way, Jim. Seriously, man, this really is insanely heavy. Wham! Of course, yeah, he has the cube, so it's keeping him invincible because of his force field.
I am invincible. Invincible.
You cannot touch me.
Yep. But Steve, he fights his way out of there. And he's like, please, we don't want any trouble.
Ow.
They say Cap's escaped. And yeah, he gets on this jet. He's going to head on over there to, like, Steve, please stay away from this. You can't be objective about your own son. Permission freely, sir. Permission granted, soldier. Shut the fuck up.
I love Ultimate Cap. I love
Yes.
Ultimate Cap.
Ultimate Cap is way too cool.
He stands for friends.
Oh,
So yeah, he's strobe effect now as he's trying to disorient him, but he takes him out still.
Of course.
Again, he's basically unstoppable. They even considered detonating a nuke. Turns out there's a nuke they have with them as a plan Z.
Wow.
Now, Steve is utilized. Turns out these jets have a warp tech courtesy of S.H.I.E.L.D. So he's using that to get there faster.
where can I go?
Well,
I got the global.
It's a teleporter jet.
I gotta get me one of these.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Gotta get me 10 of these.
Yep. So yeah, eventually, again, he's just demolishing them all. But we see that Nerd Hulk starts to go more Hulk-like. He's just laying it, yeah. He crushed the Cosmic Cube. Actually, he didn't do anything, Petra. That was just me having a little fun. So he faked it. But then Cap flies in and, well, first it doesn't seem like, but look what he did. Right through him.
Oh, damn. All right.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
jeez.
Let's
sorry,
talk about.
son. That's all. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all you wanted to say to him was he was sorry.
After cutting him in pieces and throwing him into his chest.
How much time? How much time does he have? Enough to say goodbye to his mother. Thanks for giving her the chance. It was the least we could do, Cap, for both of you. Yeah, it sees Gale there, and they give a hug. So, what did you and your old mother Goose talk about? Regrets on both sides. Hell, what does a bad guy like you regret? That you didn't kill more puppies and kittens? This is what I wanted. Laying here with a hole in my chest, 64 and no happy memories. The only thing that lured me out of retirement was the idea of a machine that could change everything. That's all I wanted the Cosmic Cube for. Not to rule the world or any of that crap. I wanted to turn back time and make things different. What was that?
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Something
me
interesting
being a-
happening, so it's off camera.
Clumsy person.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alright.
Here's the thing, though. Listen to what it's like. I wanted my father to come home from the war and marry my mother. I wanted us to be a family. I wanted to have a different life, be something better. Is that really too much to ask? To be happy for once? Happy endings are for Chinese massage parlors. Isn't that right? And, I don't know, General. Sometimes things just work out fine. So it gives her a chance to shoot. But yeah, all he wanted to take over the world. He just wanted to have a happy life growing up.
And what stopped him from doing that change
He was going to be a weapon
immediately?
because he knew he was going to be a weapon.
Still, though, come on.
He would have been the Winter
That's a
Soldier.
reach.
But
That's a
now-
reach.
But now we also find out one. Black Widow was actually Carol Danvers' recommendation to keep an eye on Fury. Second of all, he was the one who tipped off Red Skull.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
All of this was so he can get the ball rolling on his coming back.
Oh, goodness.
Of course. Fury.
I'm getting my old back. But even says he's getting his old job back no matter what it takes.
Yeah, he's going to screw everybody over if he can.
Yeah.
That's just Nick Fury, though.
But yeah, next we're going to get Ultimate Punisher.
Okay.
Punished.
It was extreme without him.
Can we get him back instead of whoever the hell is the Punisher right now?
Well,
Wait.
No.
Actually, Rob and I had this discussion. I was listening to I don't know, Megadeth for some reason. I didn't realize half the songs work as a Punisher soundtrack.
Only half?
Well, no, I mean,
only half. I'm like, wait a second.
Well, think about it. Countdown to Extinction, 99 Ways to Die, Angry Again. And those song titles write themselves.
That's how Punisher goes to work every day.
His family reunions.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that was so dark.
So what's weird about Punisher when it comes to Finnish localization? We still haven't pinned down and what the Finnish translation is for Punisher. Like there are comics where he's called Tuomari, which translates back into English as the judge. When the literal translation would be seen as rankaisia, but it sounds weird in the context.
I like that.
Okay.
But yeah, here's the other thing.
What was the dark joke that I didn't hear?
Yeah, what was the dark joke, Steph?
Oh. When he was mentioning Megadeth titles, and I just said, his family reunions.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, we have to make this clear.
I don't get it.
Ultimate End, which was during Secret Wars, would make it very clear that Ultimate Punisher is even more crazy than Frank. He even killed 616 Frank. Of course, 16 Frank comes back, but still, in that moment, it showed that he's more nutso than mainstream Frank.
Yes.
Regular Frank's like, oh boy, ooh, crazy.
Don't. At least it's not written by Jason Aaron.
I mean, fair. Jason Aaron did not handle him that bad in the Punisher Max series.
No, I'm talking about the one where he
I'm positive that was an edict dropped on him, and he just did the best he could.
If that was the best he could, I don't want to see.
What's the rule? What's the obligation he was given? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we're opening up with Punisher just gunning people down. Bang, 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 bang.
The end.
At least they are all armed.
This is a Punisher kiss him on the
comic.
Understandable.
Look at this. Out of bullets? No big deal. Oh! With the shotgun.
Back of the what?
Please, the name's Boris Lukov, and I have 2 young sons. I don't even know these people. I'm just their driver, man. I realize that, Boris. That's why you're only getting a warning this time. Are you serious? Just a little joke. Tells you that, you see, even here.
Lower panel is we're blocking.
What? Oh.
Lower panel of them.
Yeah, he killed the guy.
That's ridiculous. That's his warning.
No, he was joking. He was joking. That's why I'm saying this is not how Frank normally would. He would have let the guy go. This Frank doesn't care.
Yeah. Crazy Punisher isn't real. He can't harm you. He's not real.
He's not Where's the Russian played by Kevin Nash? Let's send him in.
Yeah, we're just basically seeing a lot of him. We're getting a bit of his backstory. We're getting a lot of stuff with him. Now, this Frank is more of a Christian man.
Oh, is he?
So, I'm sorry, but
really?
since you brought up Kevin Nash, did you know that he actually took a knife in that movie?
Well,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The dude that gave Thomas Jane the knife, it wasn't a toy knife. Kevin Nash actually got stabbed in that scene.
I heard
Took
about
it like
that.
a champ and just finished the scene. Like
when
he really got
he was
stabbed
the
in
Russian.
the chest. Yes.
This is why I still respect him as a wrestling fan.
Serious. Me too.
Like that.
So basically, this whole first issue is just opening. As it turns out, Cap and others are taking him down. We're ambushing him. He's going away for a long time, punk, just like you. So yeah, we finally being extradited back to Russia. And what happened to the Red Hammer? Extradited. So yeah, the guy that he was going after is extradited. Actually, no, here's what it was. It says here you used to be an altar boy. Which all sounds. Basically, here's what he find out. He wants to hire Frank to fill in his the Captain America spot.
Oh
What?
no! That's not a good. Oh god!
What? Wait,
Crazy bastard.
did I just see
Oh
that
my god! That sounds like something Nick Fury would do.
For
Yep.
real.
costume?
Goodbye.
That costume.
So I will call him Captain
my
Punisher.
God.
But here's
By
the
the
other
way,
thing.
I want a Marvel Legends action figure of that.
So
They made a Punisher War Machine.
Tavia, I don't know if he ever. I don't know if he actually. No, wait, Tavia. The only time we had Ultimate Punisher was in Marvel Team-Ups, which was later made clear not canon.
Oh.
But anyway, turns out we're then introduced to a new character who was the first Hulk, who was actually Bruce Banner's mentor. It turns out he figured out a way to transform. So basically, Mark Millar's really pulling out his ass on this one. Turns out there's this guy named Tyrone Cash, who was actually, again, Bruce's mentor, and he figured out a way to just become the Hulk without any of the rage or any of that. Which is like, but wait, wasn't that already a big deal with the during Ultimate Wolverine, Hulk vs. Wolverine?
He looks like that. The character in that photo looks like what would happen if you took Luke Cage and made him Deathlock.
What the?
I was seeing very Luke Cage.
Yeah. You just really angry and believe in yourself. You too could be a Hulk in the Ultimate Universe.
Here's how he used to be years ago.
Have all your vegetables.
Yeah, here's how he. Anyway,
right. Say your prayers. Eat your vitamins. Be true to yourself. True to your country, brothers. Be a real American.
Anyway, so tell me, Dr. Getter, why do you really want to join my team? To learn, of course, to be a part of something that could change the world forever. My own country, because you're in the UK, in England during this. My own country isn't interested in super soldiers anymore, and you people are. But why this project? What draws you to the idea of taking an ordinary little man and turning him into the perfect human specimen? Be honest with yourself. I'm a social misfit, uncomfortable in my own skin. I hate my body like you hate yours, Professor William. Is that what you want to hear? I think you and I are going to get along just fine. But yeah, we have Rhodey meet up with him. Why? Fellow black guy, of course.
Of course.
Yo,
so basically, he's gone, like he's just abandoned his whole life, left his wife and kid and everything to become this hulking crime lord.
Oh.
Yeah, great, nice guy to appreciate, huh?
Yeah, way to write a whole story.
But yeah, it leads to him, fighting it off and everything. We didn't find out how. Yeah, he became the Hulk well before Bruce did.
That's funny.
Right. Okay. We see Rhodey got his the armor. They're upgrading him ahead of time. Yeah, all those powers, and this is the best you could do. You become a freaking gangster. Instead of what? Building weapons for people like you. At least I'm honest about being scum. What? And David, why? Because Bruce is still wandering around.
It's a missed opportunity if they don't call this guy Joe Fexit. They need.
No, they didn't. It's just
it's a missed opportunity there.
It really is.
It is.
Ultimate Joe Fexit. There you go. He's a mobster as well.
Idiot.
Punisher, Captain America, and somewhat villainous Hulk. Is this are they creating Thunderbolts?
No. Again, it's just a Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, Rob, do your favorite quote for the video.
Yeah.
Idiot, be paid.
Idiot, be paid. Paid. This is an idiot.
And then all of a sudden, Nick Fury shows up, and the dude asks, "Oh, you want me to be in the Avengers?" No, I'm here to talk to you with the Suicide Squad.
Justice League is missing in action.
Anyway, so we find out he finally gives up after he says, "Well, tell your wife and kids you're still alive." Thought that might shut you up. You have to understand, nobody wants to arrest you, Professor. As long as you stay away from American soil, nobody is even messing with your livelihood. My employer don't mind turning a blind eye to foreign tyrants when they're tactically useful. What do you want? There, see how nice and easy it is to be nice? So basically, he's trying to gather up this death squad. And of course, having someone who's not a liability like Bruce is makes sense.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But then we forgot to do Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
that is a dope. I want that to be a poster. That has to be a poster.
That is a sick thing.
It should.
Yeah, that should be a poster. I want that fire effect.
Photoshop Nicolas Cage from the second movie.
Yes, dude.
Just a Nick Cage with the mullet from Superman Lives for no reason.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I've never seen that Nick Cage movies now.
So what did this thing do to piss everyone off? The greatest crime of all, Mr. Cash. It murdered some rich people.
Of course.
So basically, we find, okay, I'll just give you guys a summary of what happened here.
Okay.
Long ago, these group of idiot teens made a sacrifice to the devil to become rich and powerful and everything.
So your average teenager, okay.
Right.
And one of those, and those were Johnny and his girlfriend. So he was made a deal with obviously Mephisto, basically, to be able to come back and take him out while these guys became rich and powerful. So all the people he's been killing have been part of those gang, and they become rich and powerful men. You didn't take out one of them on the toilet.
Jeez.
Wow.
On the toilet.
He is not playing around.
Come on, man.
It's
Like
not
a
a
Jurassic Park where
secret.
he just
You
gets
gonna kill him?
launched off the urinal.
Could have at least let the man.
It would be
write.
hilarious, though, if there was a panel before that of Ghost Rider waiting for him to walk out of the stall.
Like, you're taking too long.
Funny you mentioned Suicide Squad because apparently they actually have a detonator in Frank's and said in this
Oh,
case
jeez, it's even more like that. Yet another thing Marvel
It's
said
his
with
molar.
DC.
It's his molar.
Oh my God.
And they threatened well, okay, but it's not going to blow him up. It zaps him. It zaps him.
Robert, next thing you'll tell me is that the Squadron Supreme all of a sudden show up.
Nope, they don't.
Jared, I feel like when I'm not around, Jared, you take the role of stand-up comedian for these things.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you.
So yeah, basically,
Give me one
that.
to talk about Lois Lane.
Hey, but anyway, don't look at me for sympathy. I was married to that crazy bitch.
Oh, shit.
Why do I actually
Yeah.
see Sam Jackson saying that? Hey,
Yes.
man, look
Yeah.
at me.
I low-key love this book so much.
Yes,
Yep.
you would. I watched Pulp Fiction, man. The guy is, and of course, does Sam Jackson like anime? Yes, I do. Hentai too.
But yeah, basically they're trying to figure out who or what this guy is, but it turns out one of them was able to get away because of his cross, because he's demonic.
Of course.
Oh, right.
Oh, but yeah, there's this world's Mephisto, and he's basically he's just being he's in this form. He's just So
Does he look like Dracula from Castlevania or Alucard?
He does. But like mixed with an emo anime.
Yeah, he's like the emo goth Dracula slash.
Oh, funny
Alucard.
enough,
So he's more
I
than
will say this.
That's
I will say this. It's funny that you're having Hawkeye and Punisher meet up, interact, because Mark pretty much made Hawkeye like the Punisher, and with a bit of bullseye.
And I gotta say, I hate Ultimate Hawkeye's costume. I just hate it.
Dude, I love the ninja suit. What do you mean? He
Well, the
actually
mask,
looks
I
like
don't
a
like
damn
having the
ninja.
bullseye on the forehead.
I
I'm like,
don't
that's so
either.
dumb.
I'll
Yep.
agree with that one. I don't.
mask
I don't
is
like the
pretty
bullseye.
cool.
Yeah, he was very
Here he
Shinobi.
comes.
Oh, that is just
He
so
just needs a
dope.
bandana now. Oh shit. Go for
Whoa.
it.
Yep. And look, he just goes right up, and then wham!
Oh, jeez.
That's the second motorcycle.
Oh my
spelling
God.
system.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
I will give him this. I will give Mark Millar this. This is probably the best stuff in this whole.
Mark
whole
Millar
cover.
knows how to write kick-ass action.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
He really does.
For sure.
And
Oh.
like, who dares? Okay, guys, close the bastard down.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna last.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that
But yeah, so they're going, but of course they need the other guy alive, obviously.
Of course.
So yeah, we're just seeing a big fight. Good fight action. Again, this is like I said, Lionel Francis Yu and Steven Segovia. I believe is their names. They both do very similar artwork.
I'm loving the artwork. So
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
same guy.
it's
It's the
really
same
good.
guy who did Superman Birthright and Secret Invasion.
And he was the only redeeming thing of Ta-Nehisi Coates' Captain America run.
Yep.
And I mean
really?
the only redeeming thing, because
I'll take
that
your
book
word
is
for that.
totally like the worst.
How were the? You think it's the worst?
So basically, they're realizing he's not like they don't think he's a mutant. That's what they were thinking he was.
I'm not a mutant. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No. I love Seinfeld. I'm sorry.
Look at this. Look at this. He's basically Mephisto's writing how each of them get killed off. So, and that's what the Ghost Rider does. But yeah, of course. Hello there. Would you like to read the funnies?
What is he mad?
Oh, God.
Sorry,
Sweet dreams, little boy.
But basically now it has gone so bad, but so many rich people, some of those close to people who were at the White House, has become a presidential priority.
Wait, that isn't that Carol Danvers?
Yes.
Oh, the cool version of Carol Danvers.
Actually, she's an idiot. She's an idiot here.
That's ridiculous.
We have a character trait across
the line between those two. You could say fine line.
There's the other Spider-Man guy. Information that Ghost Rider requires a forfeit, Nerd Hulk. Actually, we've decided on Banner. Nerd Hulk is pretty demeaning for someone who's been made an official member of staff. So I think Nerd Hulk is a way better name for a billion-dollar clone that doesn't know how to fight. They gave you, what's the forfeit? Information, obviously, like something sad and painful. I might find funny, like your separation from General Fury, Black Widow. What made the two lovebirds go their separate ways? We saw this in a movie once and thought it looked cool. I can leave if it makes you uncomfortable. He doesn't spook me. I never found it easy to make friends, but I was always close with my mother and sisters. And nights out with them were the only times I ever really laughed. And they all loved Nick, of course, especially after he saved me from that bad scene in Bosnia. They were pleased to see me settle down, and the first few months were all the usual fairy tale stuff. But then I started noticing these weird little dots next to all the names in my phone book. It wouldn't register with most people, but I've been trained to spot the smallest details. Every time I went off on a mission, I come back to find more little dots. Beside my mom, beside my sisters, beside my cousins. Oh dear. In a few short months, he slept with every woman in my family and what few friends I had.
Oh my
God. What is with this universe and inappropriate sexual relations?
Hold on. And yet you're still in love with him deep down. Why? He's Nick Fury. Who wouldn't be in love with him? Poor little Monica.
God.
But anyway, this is where we get the origin of what happened with Johnny Blaze and his girlfriend Roxanne. As you see here, other motorcycles just grab them and sacrifice them to the devil and everything. And but then the devil decided to screw them.
Of course.
And he spent 20 years being prepared to become the Ghost Rider. And he's back to do Satan's work and send his killers to hell. Yeah. So he's getting so many off. One guy then decides to kill himself because he knew it was coming. But then we find out then who's the leader of the group? It's meant to be Dick Cheney.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he vice president still? Or?
Yep. Oh, in this story, yes.
There's this great line in this movie War Dogs where these two arms deals are saved by the U.S. military. So as they're passing the military, they scream out, "Thank you, Dick Cheney's America."
What movie was that?
It's called War Dogs.
I mean,
I've heard of that.
And Jonah Hill.
It has
yeah.
Jonah Hill in it.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I have to watch more Nick Cage movies now.
Oh, maybe it wasn't Nick Cage.
No, it wasn't.
It was Jonah Hill and somebody else.
Jonah Hill and Miles Teller.
Okay, to be fair, it's not really Dick Cheney. It's a fictional vice president.
But it's Dick Cheney. It's Dick.
It's the way you said it.
Mark Millar had George.
Whoever it is created in the character's play is obviously a
Wait, Jared. But he didn't do anything degrading to Bush.
No, I know, but I'm like, yeah, I know who you're, I know who's supposed to be.
But anyway, so now he's trying to.
Wait, maybe it's Dana Carvey doing his Bush impression.
He does a good Dick Cheney too.
He does do a good Dick Cheney.
Yep, but anyway, so yeah, he's trying to talk to Mephisto. I'm trying to say, like, you got to do something. He says, you got to get up something most sacred and personal. What are you talking about? My soul's already damned. Yeah, and true, but trading your soul is a separate issue. Are you willingly offering that tiny glow, which you know who meant for you alone? If it means I can defeat him, if it saves me from the Ghost Rider, good. Begin by kneeling. So yeah, they're all getting ready because they know he's coming. They still think he's a mutant. But yeah, it's basically the vice president is being done to transform just like Johnny was. So basically, he's becoming Vengeance. That's the other Ghost Rider.
I am Vengeance. I am. Whoops, wrong comic.
But yeah, so we see Cash is ready to come in and help out, but he's doing this at the Buff Guards. Yeah, he has ladies. Ladies, I'd like you to meet War Machine and Black Widow. You might notice a little sexual chemistry between me and the Widow, but you have my word. I am yours and yours alone for tonight.
It would be hilarious if he goes, "This is Thundra and Jennifer Walters."
What?
Look at that!
That's dope.
That is so sick.
But then we got 2 writers.
Book, it's awesome.
We got 2 writers.
Yeah.
More Ghost Riders are always a good thing.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's
But
right.
yeah, so we see them fighting against he's fighting against the Black. They keep getting their asses kicked.
Really. World's mightiest
No. These are not the Ultimates, remember?
Right.
Yep, but to me they are.
But yeah,
the
this has been coming back for 20 years. Blackthorn. That's the guy. This is Blackthorn.
That is
That's a badass name.
You haven't got a prayer.
That is definitely a badass name.
He's got spikes on his shoulders like the Road Warriors. Tell him, Hawk.
Yeah, so yeah, basically this leads to a big fight between the two, and obviously, Johnny's gonna win. But look, Cash is riding on the bike.
Yeah. It looks like Mr. T on a motorbike almost.
Yep.
Like a really buff, like an even more buffed up than usual Mr. T. Hey, Rocky, Club Land gonna get you in the 3rd round. I pinned you.
But look, he then drags him into a church.
Yeah.
Man, we're in a church, you lunatic! This damns you as much as me! I couldn't care less.
Forget the superheroes of the church. They know not what they do. Amen.
Tavia, this guy, I just said his name, Tavia. His name's Blackthorn. But yeah, so now they're down to normal, and but Blackthorn starts to get the upper hand until Frank shoots him and takes him out.
Of course.
I love it. But I'm the Vice President of the United States, you imbecile. Chink. Yeah, well, I voted for that hot Alaskan lady.
Oh my God!
And I didn't start it. Here is Hillary Clinton.
No, he's not dead, Tavia. He's not dead.
Elizabeth Warren. Sorry.
But yeah, now we lead to them having a bit of a scuffle until Hawkeye punches him in the jaw, knocking him out. But it turns out he punched out the tooth.
So he's no longer.
On
purpose.
But
someone called the Tooth Fairy.
But then here's the thing, though. Johnny, the devil, actually made good on his deal. Roxanne is alive again, but remembers nothing. She has a happily married life. Although she's married to a firefighter now, by the way. I told they have a very satisfying sex life. I'm happy for her. I don't care what happens to me. The night she died was all my fault. I'm just pleased I was able to fix things. At a price, of course. So I would say the Johnny portion of this whole story was the best part.
Yes.
It really is.
But yeah, of course.
I love it. 10 out of 10.
With that two's knocked out, Frank got away. And of course, Furious kicked off at Hawkeye, obviously.
Why wouldn't he be?
Lost his best asset.
I mean, he can't be that hard to find. Just look for the bullet.
Yeah.
Now, Robert, I
easy
just had a crazy idea.
What?
A Ghost Rider book written by Mark Millar.
That would have been
That would be
awesome.
crazy.
Yes.
That would be crazy.
But anyway, now we get to Steve Dillon. So yeah, again, we have 2 late great artists, Pacheco and Dillon.
Rest in peace, boys.
And we're about to get Blade and a weird introduction. Well, you'll see what happens here. Millar's gonna,
they will very that costume.
this is the
It looks
story
like
where
Wesley Snipes to me. I'm sorry.
this is the story where this is the miniseries where Millar starts to introduce concept and then just pull them away right away.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah, first Blade was the ladies, But of course, he knows they're just and that he's acting like, oh, I've been caught. Nope, he was just waiting for them so he can take them all out.
If they're gonna shoot, don't talk.
Because they were trying to offer him a truth. They were offering him a truth, but like your boss must be high offering me a truth.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the guy who drew the Punisher, the Garth Ennis's Punisher and everything, and Preacher.
That is a nasty set of panels right there.
Oh, and look, even the ladies were vampires.
Oh, high heel right in the
right though.
Yeah.
Just got top a dude's head off though.
Yep. Get back here, you idiot.
Previously on the X-rated version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, with the crucifix.
Oh, I love that. Wait.
Measured.
Now, do me a favor and burn, huh? I'm Jewish, you moron. That Christ might well be the Coco Channel logo. And I guess that better. So apparently, Millar's claiming vampires react only to their own religion.
Right. Okay. That's weird.
I would love if he does this 3 times. He goes in the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Someone is wearing one of Tony's old armors. Oh, but yeah, here's the thing, though. We find out then there's one boy named Ray Connor. Basically, we get the Daredevil origin for him with Stick and everything because Daredevil got killed off in Ultimatum.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, yep. And Stick is going to be teaching this kid, how to fight. He becomes the new Daredevil. Even having one where he takes down, all these guys, with, again, blinded.
Oh, right out the window, just like
wow. You never know what happened to Elektra. But yeah, we see that, he's trying to fulfill Matt Murdock's destiny and everything. And he's even wearing the original outfit.
Yeah,
the classic.
He literally looks like an alien.
But then, Hulk somehow became a vampire, bit the Stick, and he gets bitten. So, see what I mean? What was the point of this?
All that build up for nothing.
Right, that's crazy.
I feel like I'm watching the X-rated version of Buffy, which is pretty much the Wasp.
I love it. What do you suggest we do, General? What General Bureau always tells Hawkeye: put a team of badasses together.
Again, I love Ultimate Cap. That is just.
Again, say what you will. The artwork's been incredible on all of this.
Oh yeah,
it really has.
Particularly whenever Ghost Rider shows up.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But yeah, now
this is an ugly cover, but
again, it's doing that, and he's usually a great artist. But
can I say as a Ninja Turtles fan, the more I learn about Daredevil, the funnier Ninja Turtles, the original satire, becomes for me. Because Splinter, the eyes, all the goose, all that stuff.
Right. Oh, anyway, 24 hours earlier. Hey, Cap. Better say 24 hours earlier. Hey, Cap. I like your girly little weights. Excuse me. Kidding. They're awesome. What's the movie? Blondie's Anniversary. Used to love these pictures back in the day, and I'm just catching up on all the post-war ones. Oh yeah, Penny Singleton. Cool. She appeared in the Twilight Zone once and did the voice of Jane Jetson. Can I help you with something, Bruce? Actually, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Could you have a word with Colonel Danvers and see if she could score me with some Ultimates works? You feel you're not being used enough by the Avengers? To be honest, I'm just not sure I'm really suited to Black Ops type. It's cool they give me the run of the Triskelion, but I want to get out there and do some normal stuff. I mean, my favorite author is doing a signing at Midtown Comics tonight, and I'm stuck in here pretending I don't exist. You want to join the public team? Hawkeye made the jump. He wasn't a clone. Bruce going and public was you, he wasn't a clone, Bruce. Going public with you would be endorsing illegal STEM style activity. The guy was an armed robber, Cap, and a brilliant marksman. I'm a friggin' clone of the friggin' Hulk with the brain of Bruce Banner. Look, you're forcing me to be more blunt than I want to be, but you fight like a scientist, Bruce, a lady scientist, and the Ultimate is supposed to be an elite military task force. You saying I'm incompetent? I'm saying public safety needs to come before your social life. Not good enough, huh? How many of you guys can do this? Bastard. Look, he jumped from the Triskelion all the way to Manhattan.
To Glow Van Halen. Might as well jump.
Can someone tell me find a way to Times Square? And then we see, the guy in the old armor. We never find out how he got this armor.
No.
But yeah, so he fights off against him and everything. You aren't the real Hulk. You're like a bad photocopy, prone to arthritis. But yeah, so he's fighting him and all off. And it turns out he was going to have him see Mark Millar.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Whoa.
But yeah, this is how he got bitten.
Whoa.
Why is he reading Trouble?
Mark Millar is.
Barry Dodson artwork. But anyway, now we never find out who this guy is in the suit. We never find out.
It's forever a mystery.
Yep, but I love this. What the hell's going on, Ricardo? Talk to me, boy. Happy to, Blade, but what's with the priest and stuff? What am I doing tied up in a bathtub? Just think of it, Padre as my lie detector, bro. You failed to deliver the goods. He turns the bath into holy water. That's right. I blessed these bubbles, and it's going to feel like an acid bath jacuzzi in there. All you had to do was hold a stake against my chest, man. Didn't need to go to all this trouble. Well, maybe I like putting a little effort into murdering you people. Maybe I take a little pride in my work. All I'm saying is it seems like a lot of unnecessary. Yeah, basically saying who's the new vampire king? And basically we find this guy wants to turn all the heroes.
Of course.
As soon as they find out, take it away, Padre. Ah!
Wait, so Robert, so what you're telling me is that we're basically having a blood hunt right now?
Yeah.
Bad pun.
But yeah, so Daredevil acts like he just got bitten and everything when it was all a trap, and then Cap got bitten.
That's a bad time for everybody.
I love that.
Wait, so if Captain America becomes a vampire, does he become Captain Transylvania?
Yeah, I know. America. Count America.
I mean, we need more.
That works too.
Good one.
What? Everyone's talking at once. What was that?
It's a Count America.
That was.
I know. Now,
So we need more American representation for vampire.
I'm old school.
Uh-oh. So yeah, they're putting up a good fight, but they can't really do much against them, obviously.
No.
And especially with that armor and all that. Uh-oh!
Whoa!
Like, whoa, when did you get to be such a badass? Basically, the vampirism is actually making Nerd Hulk become much better. But yeah, Cap got bit. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna say this ahead of time. Steve does become a vampire, but the super soldier serum fights back. It's kind of like how Spidey got bit once, and then the radioactive blood turned him to normal. But yeah, now we're going to see they rip out this tracking device that they have on him. I love it. Like, whoa, that was pretty hardcore, dude. You didn't even scream. I wouldn't give him the satisfaction, Daredevil.
He's screaming on the
When did
inside.
this guy show up?
So yeah, Blade comes in because he feels like he has to take out Cap. Unfortunately, but get that thing away from me.
We have to drive a stake through his heart. Grandpa, you know.
And he bit him.
He's a vampire.
Oh my goodness, that was.
What happens if a vampire fights another vampire?
Who
Yeah,
knows?
more shot, Blade.
Oh, Stella, Edgar, this is a Twilight jam, and it calls it Twilight Falls. But
I
I
forgot
love
Twilight
it.
was still a thing at this point.
I remember this. This is a meme from
I know some people might think it's odd that a 100-year-old vampire could fall in love with a 16-year-old girl. That I'd have a century of art and literature and life experience to discuss, and all that you'd have to talk about is that ugly Betty box set you've been meaning to get around to. But I love hearing how unfair your dad is, how nobody understands you, and how those bitches at the lunch table and totally drew you a death stare yesterday. I know that we must never make love, but stare at me, Edgar, intensely as you dare. God, I hate you people. I've hated you since your first damn trailer. Every night. Look at him run. Every night I have the same damn dream. Facing down that pasty little pretty boy, fist tight around a cold steel steak. Every night I wake up just before I nail the whiny bastard. But yeah,
lots of a serial killer.
My teeth hurt from laughing.
So yeah, Cap gets out of there. He shoots Blade, but of course it's not going to kill him, obviously. But yeah, so they're going to have to try and go deal with him. Deal with him. He explains about what happened with Stick. It turned out Stick had taught Blade. And Matt.
Uh-oh.
We're seeing other people, being what happened a month ago. What do you think? Him getting bitten. Oh, he killed the little bitch. Because basically they're revealing basically Millar's retconning, since they didn't do much with Matt Murdock, that Matt was also hunting vampires.
That's
got him.
Okay.
But yeah, so now again, this guy, we never really know who he is. Not really. I think he's supposed to be another master. Oh yeah, it is their master. That besides Stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got bitten, killed him, and he took over. But then Hulk took him out.
Oh,
gamma radiation mixed with
Zing!
gamma radiation mixed with vampire blood. I won this fight before I even showed up, dumbass. So now he's the king vampire. Even makes Steve drink his blood.
Well, damn.
Drink.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bloodbath.
Where's Vincent Price and Alice Cooper when I really need them?
Octavia, we already mentioned what the plan is. To turn as many heroes as possible.
I know. Get me a cup of blood. Alice, welcome to my nightmare.
Right. Oh, one of the other guys who survived, the one that Millar completely forgot about, and at the very end was like, where do I go turn myself in? We actually find out that he actually has been, living with his wife. He's actually been treated very well. And throughout all of this, we find out he actually wants to become a better hero. Be a hero. He actually wants to make up for what he did.
Good for him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the Slavic god of thunder. Yeah, he actually wants to do good. Perun. But yeah, so yeah, we get all this characterization for him, and well, given what happened on the first issue, what do you think's going to happen?
Yes.
Oh look, they're biting all the giant men. Unfortunately, they start turning him. But look, he flies in, fights off against Cap. Stick has been given the armor. They're trying to figure out what to do, and then okay, you bastards, I don't care how many of you are out there. I've been trained by the best in Russia and China. I've got a hammer as big as a sword. That means you're going down, you hear me? That means you pigs are history. No, it doesn't. Jink!
Oh!
Again! All that set up for nothing!
Hey, this is turning into... Hey, this is turning into...
Why waste all those pages for nothing?
No, wait, Rob.
It's like
this is turning into Buffy. All the minor characters we care about get
it's some
killed.
others. This is some trope, existing trope, I think, from somewhere, but I can't remember what it's called or where it was also used. But I think it has been used before.
Maroon shirts.
Yeah, not red shirts, maroon shirts.
Yeah.
Where they build them, where you basically establish doomed characters.
I think so.
But yeah, so anyway, they're ready to deal with Blade. Again, things are really flying up. They have unfortunately they are outnumbered big time. Yeah, they're fighting off. Oh look, he uses a jet to stake one of the other giant men. Again, artwork is good.
Yes, slight correction. It's not maroon, it's mauve shirt.
Mauve shirt.
Yes.
But yeah, so he takes out. No, he doesn't take him out. He just shoots at him. Seems to go down. But look, see, Steve is finally restored back to normal thanks to his again the super soldier serum.
Yes.
But Steve then takes the hammer and he's ready to use it to do what Thor would do with it, and that's transport the entire Triskelion to a place where it's sunny, which is the Middle East. And of course,
to quote a friend of mine, flame on.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
Morbin time.
Okay, oh boy, they got teleported to Iran.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been to Afghanistan.
What you
Iraq,
realize, that's a bad thing. You just transported a U.S. military location all the way to Iran in the middle of the Middle East. That's going to be a big incident.
Yeah.
It's just the ultimate. They commit international incidents all the time.
True. Now, also, Tony's had Tony's brain tumor is finally causing him some issues.
Okay.
And up until this point, nothing has been done about it since he revealed it to Cap and Thor back in the first miniseries.
That's like just having a bad hemorrhage.
But now, here we go with the finale. And it's tied into Death of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Farewell, Spidey.
Not Spidey.
Okay,
Yep.
good. It's the last one.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I told you that I was this wasn't going to go no 3 hours.
Yeah, it's only been 120 minutes. I mean, 1 hour and 20 minutes.
120 minutes. I'm like, wait a second.
Wow, 1 minute to be 2 hours. Exactly.
So we got you again.
I cannot read time. Help me.
Yep. But anyway, we got you again on artwork again for this wrap up.
Yeah.
So yeah, train explodes. Look at that.
Whoa.
Oh, glorious.
Wait. Was Leslie Nielsen running like it wrongfully accused?
Yeah, but now we see Thor. Now Thor, he's after being written by Lopez, going back to Z's and Thou's. He's going to be back to speaking normally again, and we find out why. It's because Tony paid a huge amount to charity, so for him to never do it again.
That's great.
That's funny.
But yeah, so yeah, he said the Triskelions there, and they can't move it back. They don't know how to get it back.
The ball, him with the goggles looks like the cover of Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, but anyway, they're trying to get Tony to a hospital. Meanwhile, we find out. Oh, just to point out, Widow actually did have a kid with Fury.
Got it.
Oh my god!
Of course she did.
Of course.
Yep.
Did they put it up for adoption?
Did they?
Oh,
Did they put it up for adoption?
Now here's the thing, though. You knew about the tumor. We've known for a while. He hit us up for dinner a few times and said it was a major factor in him deciding to be a hero. You going to be okay? Recurrence after 3 years isn't unusual, Captain. The doctors are confident they'll be able to drain it. But we found out Gregory had no clue. He kept it from him.
Wow.
Now, despite having this nice moment with Gregory, yeah, you're going to hate him.
Ooh.
So yeah, basically where they're talking now, even though Steve worked with Fury, he's finding out how that they're gonna have to go and deal with the Black Ops. Because of because of how things are not going well. They're building up. Like right now, again, they're over in Bulgaria at the moment, dealing with what they believe is something that Fury had done. They think Fury's gone rogue. Yikes!
Alex brought his cat.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Whoa!
What have they done to me? Why can't I see? So yeah, my name is Thor, and I'm with the Ultimate. Thor, oh man, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want you to see me like this. I can't control my body functions. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So basically, the guy has been in like a amalgamation of different experiments for super soldier stuff, and yeah, he ends up dying from it all.
Oh damn!
But yeah, now
That's so bad.
He claims that this was something Fury worked on, who pulled the stunt of. They're saying they worked for Fury.
Of course, he's the ringleader, always.
And then he's just sitting there with the gun.
I know, right? Just
like a boss. If you're not sitting with a gun like that,
right. That's the total throne shot, right there.
Now he's bringing the Punisher back in because Punisher got arrested. So it's like, how'd that work for you?
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, what's the catch? No catch. I need a team for a sensitive job, and I'd have you back inside 24 hours. Would you be able to get me a car battery and one of those trouser presses you get in the hotel rooms? I don't see why not. Plus an iron, a poker. I know. You're basically saying how he'll do all the stuff to kill all these people in there. And they're like, look at them. They're like, oh crap. When do we leave?
I know. I know. You're not. I'm not locked in with you. You're locked in with me.
There you
Yep.
go.
Oh, and even gets Blade in. How is he convinced Blade? Because they have Deacon Frost in their custody. So, of course, giving a chance to take out Deacon, he's in. So yeah, Hawkeye's taking a bunch of them. This is where we find out then about the TV show that was basically, this is Mark Millar retconning the entirety of the Orson Scott Card Iron Man miniseries.
Oh.
Basically, it was some South American show.
Oh, jeez.
Sure.
Even Rhodey says, like, I don't even see a dime from it. Now they're trying to get back there.
From me.
Yep. So yeah, they're trying to get a hold of Siren again. Why? Because they need the serum. So of course now they're going to be fighting him and end up taking him down. This time they're actually going to take him down.
Wow.
And so yeah, I said down.
Good
But
boy.
eventually reverts back to normal. Why? Because Blade hypnotized him to revert back. Because he's a
All
vampire.
you do to stop Hulk is hypnotize them.
Crazy.
All right.
Up deep into
You're
my-
getting wimpy, very wimpy.
You're getting very, very
But
sleepy.
we also find out
No,
that
out of it.
yeah. Now, as far as he's saying, he believes he's been working for Carol, but then saying she's a traitor. You're a liar. Oh, really? She's got henchmen at every level there. So someone is playing both sides.
Uh-oh.
And notice, first issue ended with Fury. Now we're ending with Carol being sent in.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Poor Peter.
Oh.
Now, even though this is the Death of Spider-Man, it's more like this crosses through the Death of Spider-Man event.
So you're telling me that Spider-Man essentially had one bad day?
Yep.
Ah.
But
His last day.
yep. Yeah,
Does
Thor
that
shows
look like-
up, and I think that's supposed to be Valkyrie.
Oh.
Huh. What is it? That actually looked like Natalie Portman for some. Or
It does.
It kind of does.
Maybe. They're actually. Oh no, it's Jane's apartment. Never mind, it's Jane.
Oh, it is Jane. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
look like her.
I was about to
Yep.
ask.
But yeah, so he's giving a martini and everything. Tony just feels again down in the dumps and everything, but everything's starting to get into code red. Everything's just building up.
Good rad.
I know. He's using a suit to take out a lot of the bullets and everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you about the invisible 6-foot rabbit I hang around with these days? Trip.
A rabbit.
It's his turn now.
You better
No
say
way,
your
folks.
prayers, you sleeping varmint.
But yeah, so we're about to have Tony. Basically, yeah, they're all starting to fight each other. And again, she thinks Fury is manipulating them, and he thinks Carol's manipulating her side.
Oh boy.
Now, they're ready to shoot Cap, but and while Cap is taking down Fury,
Oh,
everyone is just really kicking all kinds of butt. And then, right when you got to shoot him, out of nowhere, Spidey just swings in and takes the bullet. Now, this is not what kills him, but it leaves him wide open to be killed by his villains.
Yeah.
But yeah, where the fuck did he come from?
Exactly.
Good question.
That's funny. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I just thought I could let myself right in.
Yep.
That would be such a quip, but like from any of the Spidey actors.
But look at Steve and Frank is all like, go ahead. It's all I deserve. Punish me, because he feels bad that he shot a kid. Like, Cap, please. I'm really not feeling too good right now, man. Don't give me a hard time. I can hear the sirens and the gunshots back there. Why are you wasting time with me when there's people who really need your help? So
Wait.
he carries them. Like, oh my prayers just got answered, soldier. What? A missile just blows up. Please let this be over soon. Poor Peter.
Guys, I don't feel so good.
For that exact line.
I don't
Yep,
get
and
it.
then, oh geez, Carol got hit by a car, a cop car.
Oh,
Hit
geez.
like TD. NYPD stuff.
Holy, you just hit Colonel Danvers. Not my fault. She just stepped out of nowhere.
What you gonna do?
Now here's where we find out the person behind all of this was Gregory. He's trying to take over the entire operation by playing up both sides as incompetence. And he's going to then also overthrow Korea.
Which one? The whole Korea?
Both. No, he's going to bring both down.
Okay, the remake of MASH is going to be great.
And in fact, they're realizing they're trying to put all of this together. You're like, I know he's my ex and he's treating me like dirt, and I hate him more than anyone else in the world. But I still don't think he'd do something like this. He's being set up here. I'm certain of it. And they do realize they're being set up with. And of course, Fury's realized it was Gregory. Who else would it be? And then it leads to Fury getting shot.
A lot.
But he ain't dead.
Trick question.
Not ever a trick.
No, because why? Well, we find out what else happened with Cash. Can you do me a favor, Doc? I'm hypnotized, General. Your will is my will. Just the way I like it. Where's this Hulk serum of yours? They take him there, and they get it, and then they shoot him. How long do you have left? My pill ran out 20 minutes ago. I'm just a crippled old mannequin and completely defenseless. You realize you deserve this, right? Obviously. And it turns out he took it right beforehand. Him, Hawkeye, Rhodey, and Frank.
Jeepers.
Really?
Bruce mentor.
We are the Thunder Hulks.
Hulked out heroes. Hulked out heroes.
Hulked out heroes. No,
this is gonna be a TV series.
No, Robert. Hulks for hire.
But then Gregory had his own nanite force field and superpowers from them all to deal with all of them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in North Korea, now it turned out the other Spider-Man, he was actually a Korean clone.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, again, out of the blue and everything. But yeah, basically, again, utilizing so much of the S.H.I.E.L.D. tech, Gregory's taking over North Korea. Overthrowing it. And now they've realized, like, what are they going to do and everything? Again, that Spider-Man even there, we're living proof the system doesn't work. All men are not created equal. What? What's going on? And damn, they get transported there. Are you out of your mind? Do you realize how many international laws you just broke by showing up here? None. You have nothing to do with the anti-government underground. You're here under orders of Gregory Stark. What? How could you know that? Who could have possibly told you? We did. Now pucker up. And here comes the big finale.
Big finale.
Okay.
Yep. We're almost done. So yeah, everyone is coming in North Korea, putting up a big fight. It's all basically everyone's united against Gregory. So they're all just putting up a fight, just wailing on everyone. That Spider-Man kid is trying to fight, but then he gets taken down. Wow. You talk too much, Gregory. Soar, please. He used the nanites to grab the hammer.
Okay.
But then Tony ends up utilizing an EMP to take him out, leaving him a few seconds open, tells him, and then Thor fries him.
But
he was like, what the hell? What are you talking about? He only had a few seconds.
Killed, bro.
I meant knock him out. Cap hit him with the shield or something. I didn't mean fry him. Oh my God, look what you've done. What the hell were you thinking?
Oh, the humanity.
They killed the Simpsons.
Now Korea has now finally worked together. Because they've been hurt so bad. Iran is getting democracy thanks to the Triskelion being over there. They're utilizing as an advantage.
Democracy finally kicked in.
Wow, what a wasteful.
Carol is all the blame is being put on her, especially Spidey's death. And she even resigns. And we find out that after all this is happening, all of it, he's got Nick's got his job back.
Yeah.
Like, Daddy's home, boys. Hoo-ha!
Oh my god.
And that was it.
Nice.
Wow.
Boy,
That was
Okay.
quite a
lot.
roller coaster.
I know, right?
I
That
will
was a
say-
lot.
I will say, nowhere near as good as the first two, obviously.
Yeah.
Right?
But-
Yeah, the artwork was
But-
insane too.
I mean, the artwork was consistently
The
good.
artwork, but here's the question now. Were any of these three artists anywhere near as good as Brian Hitch's artwork?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm,
Hard question, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, the finale was weak. I have to agree with them. With Tavia. That finale was relatively weak, but can we all agree? The Ghost Rider was the best one, just
Yes.
the Ghost Rider story.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know what the finale. That actually made it transparently obvious that to show that it was Mark Millar stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, this whole thing's so obviously Mark Millar.
Yeah.
But again, overall, I think this was a good attempt at trying to get things fixed up. I think this was Millar really embraced. This was more authority Millar than it was Ultimates Millar.
Yeah, clearly. I
This
think
is
there's
more-
also some kind of Metal Gear references also.
Here's what I theorize. I think Brian Hitch having a more grounded style restrained Millar. I think it restrained him.
No.
But having these other artists who do more traditional superhero stuff gave him more carte blanche to do what he wants, especially Dylan.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was
All that
completely
gore.
unhinged.
Yeah, so this was overall, it was a good epic though. I will say it's not the worst comic we've ever gone over. Way better than Ultimate 3 and Ultimatum. Can we all agree to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly a high bar, Robert.
True. It's not a high bar, but let's be honest though. Millar doing stuff because it's cool and edgy is better than Loeb doing it because it was cool and edgy. Because at least Loeb and Millar, as bad as he got, he didn't push for incest. He didn't have
The bar is set so high.
Wait. He didn't have the blob bite and eat up and cannibalize the Wasp.
Yeah.
He didn't have Magneto to overthrow flood the entire all of New York.
Okay.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah,
things like that. I mean, again, what would you guys say how would you guys rank each of the four arcs? Like, so the first one, the Red Skull arc.
I actually think like that one, the artwork was a little bit better too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think the story was a little cheesy, but it
The
still
mid
worked.
stories were the
Like
best.
him cutting his face off was insane.
Yeah.
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 The Ghost Rider one
It
was
did start
obviously
off-
top tier. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Ghost
was
Rider
insane.
was
The Ghost Rider and Punisher one. Again,
Hell
best
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the best.
Without a doubt.
It felt like he had a story that didn't tie into anything with what he was doing with the Avengers.
exactly.
The vampire one went off the rails.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah, the vampire one was kind of
Marvel
random.
vampire.
It
Random.
was
Yeah.
misdirection at
I
its
don't know.
finest.
They
Yeah.
were reaching.
And then that last arc felt like they were trying too hard to to wrap things up and tighten. I think it should now tie into Death of Spider-Man. That's the big issue. I think they had to convolutedly get things to that point where Spidey could swing in and get shot.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
He's,
Just to
that's
make it more
the
of
way
a
you
shock
phrase that. Like
factor.
he swung in just to get shot. He's like,
Right.
"Oh,
Yeah,
Hero!
I know. No.
and then was playing is I need a hero.
No.
No. And they say that a hero.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man.
That was the first movie.
That was
Yes.
the first one.
Yeah, that was
But
the
yeah,
first
but
one.
again-
with, saliva.
Again, overall, it was a good attempt to try and right the ship. Would you agree? But
Yeah.
it wasn't enough.
Clear of opening to start the holding up. Then the Ghost Rider was keeping the machine going. The vampire one was where it started to struggle, and the last one where it just tried to use the last of its energies to get to the finishing line.
Definitely.
Something like that.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
even the artwork wasn't as good as the Ghost Rider one.
It's like the equivalent. It's like the equivalent of running the triathlon. You start off good, but you stumble halfway through. You don't stick the dismount, or you get an injury, and then you're just limping to the finish line.
It's like salvage the universe.
It's like I'm trying to. I want to finish it at the very least, even though I'll end up in a bad position.
I think if you like look at these stories individually, it's like they're fine on their own. But when you put them all together, it just feels like all over the place. Like you feel like a completely different story. Like they're
they were separate minis. They were separate minis, but they told a greater whole.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait. Swinging in just to die. I gotta do this. Oh my God! They killed Spidey.
But did it salvage it? No. It basically this cataclysm and were both attempts at just basically like, clear, chink, trying to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Both this after everything that basically Loeb had completely ruined. Every momentum was completely ruined by Ultimatum.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
some would say that was intentional.
Oh yeah, well, Steph and Docs, I told them this. Basically, the whole point was there was originally supposed to be a reset button at the end of Ultimatum, and then they decided not to go through with it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So basically, it was an event where basically like it should have ended with the reset button. It's like, hey, what if it didn't? It's like, no, you don't do this. You do not have it get this bad. Because it leaves you not much to play with anymore, and you're going to be limping, and that's exactly what they were doing. They were limping ever since.
Right. They didn't know how to continue that story.
Yeah, again, Millar, he tried to get back on track by trying to bring back the feeling of the old days, but even he wasn't himself anymore. Even when Hickman came on, it wasn't the greatest. And like I said, then you had Cataclysm, where you had Galactus come to the Ultimate Universe, merge with Galactus, the Ultimate Galactus, and then ready to eat the universe, and they have to stop him. And even that then limped things along a little bit more until finally Secret Wars finished it off, and now we have the new Ultimate Invasion. The new Ultimate Universe.
Second issue of Ultimate Spidey coming soon.
Now I would say though, was this at least the last high point for the Ultimate Universe? For the most part, yes.
And can I say
as bad as this was,
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, there were story decisions that were really bonkers, but was this an entertaining book? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I had fun.
Overall, it was entertaining. Did any of you feel like, except for the last story, like, oh, this is bad? No, you were more like, this is edgy as fuck.
Right.
It's edgy, but you
it's
know
one of
what?
those where you're like, this is so insane. I gotta keep reading. I want to see how crazy.
Because I want to see how it escalates. I'm like, because after Captain America's son cuts off his face, I kind of want all bets are off.
Oh, then you throw the baby out the window.
Exactly.
It's the equivalent. Millar had become the equivalent of M. Night Shyamalan when he was making too many bad movies.
Michael Bay.
By the way, Pika, the artist, Alina Francis Yu, he also drew Superior, which you and I had gone over.
Oh yeah, they look similar.
Francis Yu is such a great artist.
Okay, so let's go in order for final thoughts. Stocks and Steps, since you're the first ones in the windows. What's your final thought?
I liked the beginning, and I think it fell off at the end.
Yeah, I think for as much action as it had, why was the end so crappy?
Right. It's like it's not like it was the worst thing ever, but it definitely should have been a little better.
Yeah.
Yep.
The mess, the face cutting.
Right.
Yep. Okay, Pika, your turn.
No, I already pretty much said it, but yeah, it was the opening got the first story got the motor going. And and the Ghost Rider story that's where it was starting to get to the high peak of it, and the vampire story it started to fizzle out, and in the last story it was just trying to crawl to the finishing line. It was more or less that.
Yeah. What about the artwork? What would you say about the artwork?
It was pretty much the same. Was in the same veins. It worked for the first one. It was great. Great for the second one. Then it started to kind of get stale in the vampire story, and
the last one was a mess.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, Alex, your turn.
Yeah, I think the appeal of it is just how, like, this is someone who hasn't read any of the Ultimate stuff, but just the spectacle of it all was just a blast to go through. Just how, again, like I said, it's completely unhinged, and it's like, we're gonna put in the craziest, bloodiest stuff you're gonna see, and we're just not gonna stop. But yeah, it does like fall apart at the end because it feels like they're rushing to get everything to the finish line, and it just. And then Spider-Man randomly coming in. It's like, what? Okay.
Yep. Okay.
But I think everybody, I think everyone else agrees too that the Ghost Rider stuff is legitimately awesome.
Okay, Jared, your turn.
Yeah, really. So the way I see this, it has a lot of like peaks and valleys in terms of like how awesome it is. Because honestly, the vampire thing should have been cooler than it actually was. But it was like, what am I reading? Obviously, I'm just gonna fly over the Ghost Rider part because I've already told you how awesome that was.
Yeah, agreed.
In terms of the Captain America kid arc, I just love Ultimate Captain America. The way he goes, Nick Fury just brought together a bunch of badasses, and I'm like, yes.
Well, that was the vampire one where he said that.
No, but still, I'm like, they kind of wrote Captain America a little more edgy.
Well, yeah, he took them all out.
I really like that one, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
And the last arc?
Last arc, I was like, it basically turns into a Michael Bay movie, and where a lot of it is just action over substance.
But not good action. Just
to be fair, Jared, some might say it was a Zack Snyder movie.
No, Snyder has substance. But anyway,
I'm kidding.
I know. Like this way, it had more substance than Lois Lane. But anyway,
would you stop that? I had to. I know. I'm gonna be like Gorilla Monsoon to Bobby Heenan. Will you stop? Since I made somebody wrestle.
It's all good. But overall, yeah, this was actually pretty badass.
It was. Okay, and Eric, you're the last one.
What I said earlier about the marathon analogy still stands, and limping towards the finish line. The artwork and the action was nice. You know, with it all falling apart, you know what this is like? This is the comic equivalent of those movies that would play in grindhouse theaters. I know I got Tarantino on the brain, Pulp Fiction, but that's what it feels like because it's all a lot of these violence, but a lot of the story and the scenes are kind of disjointed, and I think that's what hurts the story.
Yeah, a lot of times those grind movies do.
But you take a look at it and you're like, I want to like it. This is badass. This is good, but fun. But there's just like too much going on, and it doesn't all connect very well. It's kind
you're just watching insanity, and all of a sudden you're like, "Wait, what happened again?"
Exactly. There's way too many twists and turns. That's why I call it a bad Shyamalan movie because it has that signature thing that makes Mark Millar stories the way they are, but and that's what makes it exciting to read. But it's like all over the place is the thing.
But the other thing, the most infuriating thing was by the end of it all, so how these characters he introduced amounted to nothing by the end.
That's what I meant by the disjointed
to die.
Yeah, they were meant to die. Gregory got killed off. At least he felt like that Korean Spider-Man. Like we never even understood much about him.
Just imagine you are created just to die.
That was the problem with the vampire one. A lot of the build-up stuff wasn't there. They could have used that to build stuff up, and instead it's just like, ooh, cool.
Because
vampires.
like I said before, that vampire arc should have been like one of the highlights because that's a badass idea. The problem is
it should have been the superhero. It should have been the superhero equivalent of the Lost Boys or something.
Essentially what it is, it's another example of great idea, bad execution.
And last thing, we all agree the worst part of this whole story was the first Hulk. Dumbest idea! Makes no sense! What?
Really
so apparently this guy had a way of turning into Hulk with a pill this whole time, and yet in the Ultimate Wolverine, Hulk vs. Wolverine, it took Jen Walters, a while to figure it out, and even then Fury was like, "Oh, we can't have that," and yet he's not wanting it.
Robert, haven't you heard of Hulk Agra? That's the way that works, right?
What the heck, man?
Okay. So
18 years or older to purchase.
Okay. Anyway, overall, Thank you guys for joining in for my 350.
Yeah, this was fun. I had a lot of laughs.
Definitely.
Yep, I got Pika and I have 2 videos in the can so far. We got Infinite Crisis and Final Crisis, and I got a couple of what ifs in the can as well. So who knows what else we'll be having going on? I mean, I got Pika and I have a bunch planned out. I do have a couple others in mind, like Eric and I. If you and I ever get back to doing some more, we have some stuff planned out. Yeah. Jared, I got a gold bunch for you. Alex, if you and I are free, we could do it. And of course, Steph and Dux, all of you guys, I got stuff planned out for. So
definitely.
Can't wait.
We'll be at 400 before you know it.
Let's roll.
Right.
We'll be back
Rob's schedule, yes.
Yep. So Yep. So thank you guys so much. And
thanks for having us.
We'll be seeing you guys all on the next one.
Bye.
Take care.
Hey, your heart,